one and done. Having triplets is amazing.
Expensive.
Okay, well that too. So we switched to bargain detergent, but we ended up using 3 times as much, and the clothes still weren't as clean as with Tide.
So we're back to Tide. They're cuter and clean clothes.
They are. Thanks, honey. You suck at folding.
Oh, I know.
Do 3 times the laundry and get a Tide clean. It's got to be Tide. One image reports as well.
We'll get to our storm coverage in a moment, but first up at 11, Lisa Marie Presley, the daughter of Elvis Presley, died tonight after being hospitalized earlier in the day after cardiac arrest. Her mom, Priscilla Presley, sharing that news.
She was only 54 years old. Danya Backus takes a look back at her life and legacy.
Born into music royalty, Lisa Marie Presley was the only child of Elvis and Priscilla Presley. Lisa Marie lived in his Graceland estate in Memphis until her parents separated when she was 4. She was 9 when Elvis died in 1977 of apparent heart failure from the use of prescription drugs. On the 40th anniversary of his death, Lisa Marie served as a torchbearer at a Graceland memorial. In the summer of 2022, Presley honored her father as the movie biopic Elvis premiered.
It's a very special moment for all of us. We feel incredibly honored. So thank you.
In 1988, Presley's first of 4 marriages was to rock and roll musician Danny Keough. They had 2 children, including a son who died in 2020. Presley married pop music icon Michael Jackson in 1994, a relationship widely covered in the tabloid media. Another marriage to Oscar-winning actor Nicolas Cage ended after just over 100 days, to be followed by a 4th to musician and producer Michael Lockwood. In 2003, Lisa Marie launched her music career. Her debut album, titled To Whom It May Concern, made the Billboard charts. Danya Backus, CBS News.
Lisa Marie was at the Golden Globes earlier on Tuesday, and just days before that, she was at Graceland to celebrate her father's birthday.
To weather now, we had a pretty wild night of weather. Nearly 200,000 customers are without power across the deep south tonight, and we're taking a look at the Georgia power outage map here a little bit closer to home, and we're mostly in the clear. You can see there are a couple of outages still around Warrenton and that area around Crawford as well, so luckily we really dodged the power outages for the most part too.
Yes, we did. Some crews will be busy though, making that all up. Correcting all that overnight tonight. In a span of 24 hours, cars hit 7 people in the Augusta area, 6 of those on Olive Road alone, and the other was on Tobacco Road.
Our Sydney Hood is live tonight, taking a look at what neighbors call a dangerous speedway that needs more enforcement.
Well, people, real simple, they just want drivers to slow down on Olive Road. Now, it's not uncommon to speed down the road, according to the spokes I spoke to today, but after 6 people were hit in one spot by 2 drivers, people, they are calling for change.
You can hear people literally flying down this road faster than 35 miles per hour.
Earlier today, we heard from a woman thankful to be alive after narrowly escaping a crash that sent 6 people to the hospital.
Every time I close my eyes, I just see it, and I'm just trying to not see it, but you can't undo what happened.
People who work on Olive Road say hearing about the crash upset them, but it doesn't surprise them.
It's like they have no respect for the speed limit.
Raising concern for people like Kiki Bay, who prefers talking off camera.
It's dangerous, especially when you have the high school and the middle school right there, and the kids, they're walking home all the time. It could have been one of them that got hit instead of an adult on the bike.
Charles Gore travels on Olive Road daily and says change is long needed.
We're just flying across the street, just doing what they want to do. Something really has to be done.
Leaving drivers with one plea, so this doesn't happen again.
How can you miss that many people standing in the road? It's just awful. They need to really do something about this.
And with one person in critical condition from last night's accident on Olive Road, the folks I spoke to today, again, they just want drivers to slow down and pay attention to their surroundings.
What a night it was in Richmond County. Thanks for the update there from the newsroom. An inmate at Dooley State Prison sentenced to 278 months for leading an Augusta meth ring from behind bars. That's in addition to the state prison sentence he's already serving. Magnum Neely pleading guilty to conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute. Investigators say Neely used contraband cell phones to contact couriers outside prison to deliver or buy drugs both inside and outside Georgia prisons. A U.S. District Court judge also ordering Neely to pay $2,500 in a fine and serve 5 years supervised release when he finishes his prison term. New details coming out about a man accused of trafficking a child in Orangeburg County. John Williams, a deputy from 2003 to 2005. He had training for basic law enforcement, police science, self-esteem, and peak performance. He also held a certification as a Class 1 law enforcement officer from 2004 to 2007. Now, Williams is charged with criminal sexual conduct with a minor and trafficking a victim under 18 years old.
Last-ditch efforts by reality TV stars Todd and Julie Chrisley's legal teams failed, and the two will have to report to federal prison next Tuesday in Florida. A judge denied bond for their federal charges of bank fraud and tax evasion. The argument was the government violated their rights during the trial, but the judge didn't agree. They also requested an extension to their surrender date, but that has also been denied.
New body cam video shows the moment a man was arrested after police say he stole 2 airport trucks and got into the cockpit of a plane in Atlanta. Terrence Stewart arrested by Atlanta police Friday at Hartsfield-Jackson International. An Atlanta police report says a Delta employee called 911 after watching Stewart drive off in a company vehicle there on airport property. That employee followed him to a Southwest Airlines hangar where he allegedly walked into the cockpit of an airplane and spoke with a Southwest employee, then got off and drove away in a second Delta truck. Now, security experts say the airport needs to reevaluate its security system.
This person could have been up for more than just a joyride. The person could have jeopardized aircraft. He could have placed something on the airplane that could be detonated at a later date. He could cause a mechanical issue to an airplane that caused an airplane to go down. We don't know really at this point what this person's real motive was.
Either way, the airport says its employees did follow protocol. How the suspect got onto gated airport property is still under investigation.
We have an update in the case of Stay Social versus Columbia County leaders. The State Court of Appeals says Stay's owner now has about 30 days to file an appeal. Last month, the judge ruled in favor of the county's decision to revoke owner Renee Hajek's liquor license, preventing her from having one in Georgia for the next 10 years.
Georgia Governor Brian Kemp sworn in for